What up, everybody? It's the Rottweiler Patriots. I'm Vegas.
And I'm T-Bone.
And we're coming at you with another video today where the pain never ends. The New England Patriots fall to the Indianapolis Colts 10-6 in Week 10 in just an abysmal offensive showing.
Vegas, how are you feeling?
I have officially given up on the season.
Oh! Mark your calendars, folks. He officially gave up on the season.
We're winning 2 more games this year. We're beating the Chiefs and we're beating the Jets, and every other game is going to be a loss. That's where I'm at right now.
Because remember, he said beginning of the year, beating the Chiefs.
I'm still rolling with that one. I don't care how we're doing. I know the Chiefs are overrated.
He sticks with his guns. He sticks with his guns. Can you
called it before
love
the year.
it
I'm
anymore?
going to have to roll it all the way in. You got to give me
Stick
credit
with
for
it.
that.
I absolutely do. I absolutely do.
Yeah, and of course, we just always and forever owned the Jets. So, like, that's also a win. And
At the end of,
we might beat the Steelers, too. We'll see. Just because Patriots
end of
Steelers
time-
is always ugly.
at the end of time, when there's cockroaches, you can guarantee a couple of things. One, that there's gonna be just cockroaches, and like in the apocalypse, you can always get cockroaches and Jets losing to the Patriots. That's all you can get in the apocalypse. Those are your 2 guarantees.
May I ask what this sudden love of cockroaches is all about?
It just I'm tired, and I do this joke sometimes where I say at the end of time there's going to be cockroaches and blank, but it's been a rough week for us both, folks. I don't know if you tell, but the Panthers also lost.
It's been a tough year. You take our 2 teams. They have played a combined 19 games and have only come out on top of 3 of them.
That is actually, I'm gonna go kill myself now.
I mean, yeah. It's the life of a Patriots and Panthers fan. It's like, yay, we're going to start a Patriots and Panthers YouTube channel. Oh, my word. We're going to have the 2 worst teams in the NFL. Maybe it's a sign.
No. No, you're still better than the Bears. I'll believe that.
Honestly, at this point, I'd like to have a go at the Bears just to have just to have a tank bowl. The real tank bowl. Okay. The real tank bowl is going to be the Giants. When we play the Giants, that is going to be the tank bowl of the season.
No, because I like Tyler Baguette, but I do think that you guys are just they're the Bears. They're still the Bears.
Baguette. That's definitely. You forgot the N. It's Tyler Bagent.
Yeah, I know, Baguette.
Okay. You're just mad.
I'm not mad. I can assure you that. That's not true. That's just the most unconvincing statement on planet Earth.
You weren't able to watch the game because you don't have Amazon, and you got mad at me for sending you game updates because your team was losing. Get out of here with that garbage. And this did happen. He got mad at me because I was sending him updates of the game.
I can confirm. I cannot tell a lie. I, in fact, did say a lot of unnecessary things to Vegas. I texted him a lot of crap. This whole week, man, it's just been a 1,000-yard stare. It's just.
God bless. My word!
God bless America.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. At least NC State had a good weekend across the board. Got the big upset win over UConn in women's basketball yesterday, which of course means that the ACC is going to promote UNC women's team beating Davidson by 4 and knocking the biggest upset in ages as a side note, because, reasons.
You heard Steve Smith. You're a basketball school.
We don't even get recognized as one, though, when one of our basketball teams does something amazing. Also, shout out to the fan who held up the sign that said, "Welcome to our neutral site." Sign of the day, I tell you. Absolutely beautiful. Well done, good sir. Anyways, back to the football. We do have to talk about this game, unfortunately. This absolute monstrosity of a game. I'm not joking when I say that the moment Zappy threw that last interception, which I saw coming, I slammed my computer shut and said, why do I even bother watching this team? Like, I was mad, dude. Ugh. Finally, the running game looked good. 167 rushing yards. Stevenson, 88 yards. Elliott, 54. Mac Jones got 25 rushing yards, for crying out loud. Like, the run game was really good. We were running right through them. Especially in the second half. And couldn't do squat. First half, oh my god. The first half. First half looked terrible. The offensive line had 5 sacks in the first half. Odeyingbo had 3 of them. And like, the rest of the game, Mac just played scared. I don't blame him. He was under... He couldn't have 2 seconds without any pressure on him. Couldn't go 2 seconds without pressure on him. And that led to, unfortunately, some very bad throws. He had Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki both wide open for touchdowns at different points in the second half. One of them he overthrew, and the other, which ended up being a dropped interception. And the other one he underthrew, which ended up actually being a caught interception. He only missed 5 throws. He had a 75% completion percentage. You look at that on paper, it's like, oh, that's not too bad, but it didn't look great. Dude never had time in the pocket. Like, he just didn't. And the amount of times where it's like, oh, shoot, pressure got through here. Gotta, like, try to avoid the sack. Oh, great, where I go to avoid, there's also pressure, which means I have nowhere to go, and I just have to take a sack. And, like, and we saw, like, the one time where only one guy got through, and Mac actually had to got a chance to scramble. He took it 17 yards and got a first down on the play. Like, Mac can scramble. He just isn't given the opportunity to, because the failure occurs on multiple levels. Every single offensive lineman, with the exception of Michael Onwenu, had an abysmal day. Onwenu only allowed 1 pressure all game. And credit to him for doing what he's been doing. He's been great. Does it help that Trent Brown is out injured? No. Connor McDermott had to start at left tackle, and McDermott got hurt in the second half, so we're in our 3rd string left tackle by the end of the game. That's not a recipe for success. Strange Andrews Sow. Not it today. It was a not good game in the pass protection. The running game was good. Ezekiel Elliott had almost 4.5 yards a carry. Or, not Elliott, excuse me. Ramondre Stevenson had almost 4.5 yards a carry. Elliott had 4.2 yards a carry. So he still had... My statement isn't necessarily incorrect there, but Stevenson, 20 attempts, 88 yards. I was surprised he didn't get 100, if I'm being honest. He was running really, really well. And, like, the second half, we actually moved the ball. And then we got to the red zone. And then everything fell apart. And then, the first time, Ryland missed the field goal, and I still have no idea if the ball actually was in or not, because he kicked it so high above the upright, and it was so close to the upright, and it took such a sharp turn at one point. I don't know when that turn was taken, if the ball was through or not. I just have to trust that the referees... Oh, yeah, trust the referees. That's a statement that I think might get me killed! Just have to trust the referees that they were right. And just looking at the video, I can't tell. Which honestly, slap a camera on top of the upright, point it straight up. That solves this issue. We then have a definitive answer of where the ball was when it crossed the threshold of the back of the end zone. It's a simple solution. I doubt they'll implement it because it's the NFL, and any solution that's actually good and simple, they're going to do the opposite of it.
In my experience, the National Football League is actually allergic to competency.
And things that work. Yeah, so, I don't know. And then he made the next one. Cool. But but again, the missed touchdowns there. Like, you had the two missed throws by Mac that would have been touchdowns. One looking for Gesicki, one looking for Henry. One there. And it just sucked to see. Like, it was so hard to watch this game. Because it's our best running game of the year, and then we just do nothing with it. Absolutely nothing. And the defense played great. The defense did their job. They held the Colts, who have been known for scoring 20-plus points a game, to 10 points. You held them to under half what they have been scoring almost every single game. And your offense could only get you 6 frickin' points. And this is one of those games, like, where I can't even defend Mac Jones either. Mac Jones absolutely got thrown to the wolves this game. He absolutely got screwed out of his mind in this game. But he also didn't make the throws that he needed to when it came to it. Especially on his interception when he had Gesicki wide open in the end zone and underthrew him by 10 yards. Was Mac under pressure and on the back foot? Yeah. But that doesn't mean you underthrow him that badly. I don't know, man. Like, it hurt. It hurts. And it honestly hurts how close we have been in all of these games. Every single game we have been in, with the exception of the game against the Dallas Cowboys and against the New Orleans Saints, and also the second matchup against the Dolphins, have been one-score games. Lose to the Eagles by 5, lose to the Dolphins by 7, beat the Jets by 5, lose to the Raiders. Just, and when we win, we beat the Jets, we beat the Bills. Both of those were only one score. This game, only one score. Last week, only one score. The week before that, only one score. It's just a lot of one-score games. And we've only won 2 of them. 2 out of 7. And we have been so close. So many times. And
in an ideal world, you would be the 2022 Vikings.
Yeah, exactly. And that's with all of these injuries. Christian Gonzalez, Matthew Judon, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Brown, Marcus Jones. I just named 5 players in our top 10 on the team who either are out for the year or have been out for long stretches. 5 guys in our top 10 are out. And we're still in every single game. We're in every single game. Only 2 games that we weren't in: Dallas, New Orleans. That other Dolphins game that was 2 scores, we were in that game and should have gotten a chance to tie it if it weren't for a massive officiating blunder that is out of our control. So, 10 games, we're in 8 of them. And we only win 2. With a team that is injured to high heaven. like the Patriots. Oh, they're the worst team in the league. They're one of the worst teams. I mean, the Panthers are the worst team in the league. Let's be real here. But the Patriots, they're one of the worst teams in the league. One of the worst teams in the league. They
Boo.
suck. They suck. You have your team is 1-8. Shut up.
Okay.
I mean, my team is 2-8, but still, like,
I mean, I can't fight on the numbers, you know.
yeah, exactly. The margin of error for New England has been so slim. You change a small number of things, like you could probably count those number of things just on the two hands that you have occurring for the New England Patriots throughout the entire year. This team ain't 2-8; they're 8-2. Booty gets his foot down against the Eagles. Strange gets another inch against the Dolphins. Judon and Gonzo don't get hurt against the Cowboys. Parker catches the ball against the Raiders. Rieger or Smith-Schuster catches the ball against the Commanders. The referees don't screw us every which way against the Dolphins. The Patriots actually score a touchdown against the Colts. There's not a lot there, but there isn't a massive gap between this team being as bad as they are and as good as they could be. The injuries haven't helped. Marcus Jones, Christian Gonzalez, Matthew Judon out for the year. Or Judon might come back in a month. If we're lucky. But basically for the whole year. The year's done now. We're playing for brownie points at this point. Unless we win 7 games in a row. Which, I don't know. We got the bye this week. Maybe Bill is going to cook something up and we're going to run the table. Because that's the only way we can make the playoffs. We lose one more game, we're out of the playoffs. So, like, you lose those guys, it kills you. And then, like, your offensive line is because Trent Brown being out, especially the last couple of weeks, has been killer. You know, and then also Kendrick Bourne. Not having Kendrick Bourne the last 2 games, I genuinely think cost us. Like, Kendrick Bourne this game, we win. I think we win this game. We have Kendrick Bourne against the Commanders. We win that game. Because instead of Juju Smith-Schuster dropping the ball, it's Kendrick Bourne catching it because Bourne is reliable. And this team is terrible. They just are. Mac Jones had one of his worst games of the year today. He didn't play well. The decision to throw out Bailey Zappi, I understand why, but I disagree with it because as soon as Zappi went out of the field, as soon as I'm like, oh, Zappi's shot out of the field, it's like he's going to throw a pick. I just knew. Because we're the New England Patriots. And we're just good enough to disappoint. In a big way.
Andy Dalton?
Har. Nah, Andy Dalton's better than this frickin' team. I don't know why you're not starting him on your amazing, wonderful team.
Yes, how wonderfully amazing my team is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really got much else to say. Patriots got a bye this week. So, nothing happening. Won't be a Patriots video next week. And honestly, for the sake of my sanity, thank God. So, like, I don't know. That's where I'm at with this team. There wasn't much to talk about in this game because nothing happened! Nothing happened in this game. I would have rather watched the Seattle Seahawks and Arizona Cardinals play to a 6-6 tie, because at least that game had some entertainment to it, because there were like 8 bajillion blocked or missed field goals. Like, that game had entertainment and drama. This game just had nothing. This game had me feeling dead inside. And this game was just another painful reminder of how close we are. Every game is close. Every single one. Take out 2 games out of the whole year. Every single game is close. We just can't get out of our own way. So, that's where I'm at. As to what to do going forward, especially going into next year, I'm still waiting to see some stuff. Everyone's talking about Belichick fire, da 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 da. I think people are way too hasty on that right now. I'm still waiting to see a lot, but what I'm going to say is that I don't think Belichick is as big of a problem as people think he is. The only real issue that I see with Belichick at the moment is some of the decisions he's made in recruiting offensive players and drafting and whatever. But specifically with the draft, because a lot of the offseason signings that he made, everyone was like, oh my goodness, Mike Gesicki, great signing. He's a solid tight end who's really good in the red zone, who the Dolphins underutilize. Everyone agreed to that. Juju Smith-Schuster, oh my goodness, we got him for the same price as Jacoby Myers, and he's out here been outplaying Jacoby Myers, just was the wide receiver 1 on the Super Bowl champions. Sign me up. Everyone was praising all of those moves that Belichick made then, that they're now criticizing him for and raking him over the coals for, when they themselves agreed those were good moves. It just doesn't work out sometimes. That's just the way it is. You can make the right moves and it not work out. As Captain Picard, for those of you Trekkies out there, once said, it is possible to make no mistake and still lose. So,
Original's better.
I don't know. I'm not far enough in the next generation to have an opinion, but both are really, really good. I'll say that much. I actually watched like 3 episodes of the next generation last night.
It's good stuff. I'm more of an OG. I think OG is better, but nothing wrong with next gen.
Both are a lot of fun, though. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at. T-Bone, you got any thoughts on the state of this team at the moment?
You kind of said all of them. You're close. You're so close. It's just injuries and other shit. Crap is not working together. And honestly, I'm getting really sick of seeing the reporters asking Mac Jones some really tough questions. Like I would not be surprised if Mac Jones next week is going to get asked, "How does it feel to be a complete utter failure in the National Football League?" And he's going to be on the verge of tears, and he should be. This is a hard thing to do, especially in the Boston market, man. Everyone but Boston knows how difficult the Boston fans are.
It's brutal. And like I said, I've talked about this before, I will never, ever, ever, ever forgive Patriots Nation for the Chicago Bears game in 2022. I was ashamed to call myself a Patriots fan after the way they conducted themselves in that game. And what's worse is the ball on the interception that Mac threw actually hit the camera wire for the sky cam. So that play wasn't even his fault. And then Patriots Nation gave him hell that he didn't deserve, and assumed that Bailey Zappi was the end-all be-all. just because he was able to destroy the Detroit Lions, who, shocker, had the worst defense in the league. And the Cleveland Browns, who were an absolutely terrible, awful football team with a not good defense. Yeah. Boston's brutal, and I'll tell you right now, you're talking about all those reporters, they are salivating at the idea that the New England Patriots, and this is just reporters, this is a lot of fans, they're salivating at the idea that the New England Patriots aren't a good team anymore. That's how deep the hate goes, and honestly, I can't blame them. I don't want the Kansas City Chiefs to win more Super Bowls.
Smart man. At least you understand it.
I understand it, but the way that people have been treated isn't okay.
When you're great, you make a lot of enemies. Some of the stuff isn't okay.
Yeah.
Preying on someone's downfall is borderline, but I'm a big Broncos hater. You know how I am.
I mean, you're allowed to hate teams, but don't hate people.
No, that's and
don't
also,
tear people down, especially when they're doing something that you could never dream of doing.
If you hate a team more than you love your team, then you have a slight problem.
Yeah.
Except for when it comes to the Bruins. Screw the Bruins. I hate them very much.
I love the Hurricanes more than I hate the Bruins, but the levels are pretty close there.
They're getting close.
Yeah.
No, but you should always love your team and not hate a team first.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough out here. And we gotta do this for this team 7 more times. And I'm at the point where I don't know what else there is to talk about. Because I don't know what this team can do going forward. The team is broken. Fundamentally broken. Especially the offense. So. That's where I'm at. You got anything else to add before we wrap this up, T-Bone?
Nope.
Alrighty then. Please be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. We'd love to hear your feedback. And that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And we will see you all in the next video.